AITA for kicking my boyfriend out after he ripped up the last photo I had of me and my dead best friend because he was jealous. Okay, this is going to sound insane, but I need to know if I'm out of line here. I, a 23-year-old female, had a best friend, Sam, who passed away 5 years ago. He wasn't just a friend, he was the closest person I've ever had in my life. We met when we were 6 and bonded instantly. Sam and I understood each other in a way no one else did, and I will forever remember him. Even though he was really cheerful usually, he was going through a lot. One of the mental illnesses he struggled with was anorexia. Despite everything I did to help him, it just took him. I can't even describe the pain of watching him waste away, knowing he hated himself so much that he couldn't eat. He died when we were 18 and I've never been the same since. I still feel like I could have helped him some way. Maybe I wasn't there for him enough. I don't know. One of the last things I have to remember him by is this photo we took together when we were 16. It's my favorite picture. This was taken by someone we were hanging with while Sam wasn't looking. He didn't really like taking pictures. He always thought that he looked ugly in them, but seemed to be okay with this one. We're standing side by side, arms wrapped around each other, smiling like we didn't have a care in the world. I can't explain it, but looking at it makes me feel like he's still here with me in some way, so I have it hung up on the wall in my bedroom. Now, fast forward to my current boyfriend, Dan, a 25-year-old male. We've been together for a year, and he's always been insecure about Sam, even though I've explained countless times that Sam was my best friend and that I'm still grieving his loss. But Dan doesn't get it. He's always making snide comments about how I talk about Sam too much, or how it's weird that I still keep a picture of him on the wall. Last night, we were watching a movie, and Dan kept glancing over at the photo. He asked, "Why do you still have that up? Don't you think it's time to let go?" I told him for the millionth time that Sam was important to me and the photo is a way to honor him. That's when things took a turn. He suddenly got up, walked over to the photo, and ripped it right off the wall. Before I could even comprehend what was happening, he ripped the photo in half, the last picture I have of Sam, and threw it on the ground. I was in shock. He looked at me and said, "I don't know why you're so obsessed with him. He was short and ugly. Why are you still so hung up on some midget who literally starved himself to death?" I lost it. I lost my mind. I started screaming at him to get out of my apartment, telling him he had no right to destroy something so precious to me, to talk about Sam like that. He stood there, smirking, like I was the one who was out of control. He said, "You're acting like you're in love with him or something." That's when I knew I couldn't stand to look at him for another second. I threw his stuff at him and told him to leave. He stormed out, calling me crazy and dramatic for caring more about a dead guy than him. Now he's blowing up my phone, telling me I overreacted, saying it was just a photo, and that I'm choosing a corpse over him. Some of our mutual friends think I should have handled it better, that Dan was just feeling insecure, and I should have been more sensitive to that. But he ripped apart the only photo I had left of my best friend who died because of his illness, and then mocked Sam in the worst possible way. So, AITA? Credits, narration by narrator's name, script by writer's name,